What is going on, my mad people? It's your boy, the Madcrownxox. I'm here to give you guys a review of UQ Holder Episode 3. Now, before I get into the review, I just want to talk about how teased the whole entire UQ Holder fanbase feels right now. Like, we've been waiting years for this to get anime adapted, and with all the chapters, we're hoping to have at least a decent anime adaptation. In some standards, people say this is probably a decent animation, and their standard for decent is meh, meaning it's okay. But when you have over 100 chapters worth of material to work on, you expect them to do something a bit better than this. Like, come on, guys. Usually most companies, industries that do anime based off manga or light novels is because they don't have enough source material, because they immediately get anime about it. But this time around, you have no excuse. So coming into this episode, Toda and Komaru finally make it to UQ Holder's headquarters, and they have to go through a test in order for them to make it in. Now, in a way, it feels like they were just teasing the manga fans about this. It's because the way it went was, it feels like it's going anime original, straight out. But then yet again, you have the source material just zigzagging its way around the freaking anime original plot. Because as you know, it introduced us characters that we haven't seen yet. Like, we're supposed to see before, but they're rushing it. For instance, Shinobu. Shinobu was the girl pulled from the countryside, but she just works there at the place because she's an exception. They couldn't give a better excuse why she's working there. And according into the manga, Toda actually meets her on his journey, and she's going to the capital because she wishes to become a grand racer. She wants to become a really good racer, and that was her dream. However, they didn't show that. They showed her as just this typical maid that's there for an exception and stuff. Like, really? So no explain there. They introduced another character called Jingoro. His immortality is freaking interesting. It's based on a freaking video game. You see, after Komaru beats him to win the test, he loses a life, and then he comes back. So this guy has like a stacked number of lives, and even though he has a lot of number of lives, it turns out he's really hard to kill. He said himself that he hadn't died in a long time. So for someone to do that, it's not like he loses lives constantly. So even though he has tons of lives, he still doesn't take them for granted. So I mean, that's pretty cool. So in this show, you are going to see a lot of different ways how people live on forever. So I am very excited about that, to get into that. Because actually, even in the manga, we really don't know much about his character, even in the manga. Like, the latest chapter I read, I believe this week, just now really introducing his character in full bloom. So, and the series is already over 100 chapters. So the fact that we're just now getting some character development out of this guy, thanks to the anime, it's kind of like, why? Anyways, the exam they take is completely different. They had at least gained one strike on their opponents, which was Jingoro and Karen. However, in the manga, it was completely different because they were already sent underground by Yukimi. Because at the end of the episode, Yukimi pretty much punished Toda and Komaru, and they were sent underground. However, the test was because they were sent underground to kill out all the monsters underground. That is when he found the talking gravity sword. And by the way, that gravity sword is freaking awesome. Not only the sword talks to you in a way, but also you were able to control the pressure of gravity with it. In a way, that's a pretty cool sword. I have seen some shows and comics where there's this character that has this ability that can control gravity, and it's a very dangerous ability, especially if you use that max potential. You're able actually in a way to create a black hole if you wanted to, if you use it the right way. However, I don't think Toda's going to be able to do that kind of thing with his sword. I think it's just strictly gravity. Anyways, besides that, the test in a way was interesting. They trained, but to me it was just basic training. In the manga, they fell into the abyss and they fought all the monsters. In Toda, they really had, like, there was serious gore supposed to be in this kind of segment. However, they stopped it. I don't know why. Like, you had a chance to make this, like, I feel like the animators don't want it to be too gory. They're really trying to keep it PG-13, and in my opinion, I don't like. I really wish that they would use the source material correctly. I understand that adaptation is different from a word-for-word basis from source material, but at least make it a decent adaptation. And so far, it doesn't feel that decent. It feels like it's being rushed. And we're only 3 episodes in, because they're just introduced character after character. You don't really get to know much about these characters. They just come and they go. That's how it feels like. They come and they go. We know a little bit about them, but that's it. So the way they're handling this so far, I feel like they're doing a terrible job at it right now. It's just absolutely terrible because they're rushing it. They don't have a need to rush it. It depends on the contract, I guess. How many episodes this gets. I still don't even know how many episodes UQ Horror is supposed to be. Hopefully it will be 24, so at least we get some character development with these characters that we keep seeing coming by. And hopefully they'll have an excuse or reason why, because something like this is going to need a season 2, because my goodness. Right now I'm kind of displeased because of this episode, and a lot of people are talking about on some forum sites saying how it felt rushed, or why did they just do what the chapters did in the manga, where they were already fell into the deep abyss and they start fighting off the monsters. It felt like it was just a giant filler waste that didn't need to happen. But anyways, I digress. Don't get me wrong, UQ Horror is still interesting to watch as an anime, but the way it's going so far, it feels like they're really trying to keep it to the original Negima style. And no matter how popular it is, a lot of people prefer the manga over the original Negima series, because it gets tense, it gets violent, it gets good, but they're trying to keep it too close to a freaking shoujo harem and stuff. And yes, there's still some blood in it, but in the manga there is freaking gore. There's gore in the manga. There's difference between blood, violence, and gore. Big difference. In the way that they're treating this, it's like, come on, people. You could have done better than this, but you're not. So I have a feeling that this series is going to be swept underwater, despite how much I really do love the UQ Horror series as a manga. The anime, to me, so far, feels like kind of a disappointment in a way. Nonetheless, I'll still review it, so don't worry about that. I'll still review UQ Horror, even if it starts to suck more and more as days go by. And then again, that sounds completely wrong. So hopefully it does get better now. Only because I like the series so much, I'm hoping it does get better, and I can eat my own words. That's like our first video. What do you guys think? Does this episode displease you, or were you satisfied by it being as the anime original, but yet having some loops of the manga still in there? Because right now I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? That's all I got. If you liked this video, please like, comment, subscribe if you could. I'll be much obliged. This is Madcrownxox Anime. Sign out.